when you've drawn your tin can and you've just got the basic shape right, one of the things which is a good idea is to just check the accuracy of your ellipses. And one of the ways we do this is, as well as measuring, you can use a piece of tracing paper. So what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to draw over or trace the first ellipse I drew. Now if I turn that upside down, it should be exactly the same as that one. So if I turn it upside down and again line it up, that's pretty accurate. You can see I'm about 1 millimeter out there. So if I wanted to adjust it to make it a bit more accurate, you could see I was a little bit out in the middle there. So this is a tiny bit wider. So again, if I try to put it down now, it looks pretty accurate. If I check the bottom one, again, that looks like it's spot on to me. Then these are the ones where you're more likely to go wrong in. So I can see now, if I look at the gap between there and there and there and there, that looks a bit bigger. If I check the ellipse, if I move it down, you can see how far out I am. So that ellipse, and it's important to keep the tracing paper straight, not at an angle, but that first ellipse looks like it needs to be more accurate. So therefore it should come down to about there. So now that first ellipse is quite accurate. So the second one should come to about there. So it's keeping the same distance between each ellipse as you go down the tin can. I'll just do one more. Now theoretically, if I'm being quite careful with my drawing, you can see the top one is right, next one is pretty good, next one's pretty good, next one's pretty good, next one's okay. So let's just check somebody else's work. So let's have a look at this boy. It's better to check them as you go along rather than check every one. So that's his first ellipse. Let's check the first one. Looks spot on. If we go down and we check the bottom ones, pretty good. Obviously don't need to check that one because you wouldn't see that one in real life. So let's see these. So this, can you see now what's happening? That looks a bit more curved. So this looks like it needs to curve a bit more up there to be accurate. And again, if you look at this bottom one, as I said previously, the ellipses are more likely to be flattened. This bottom one is way off. This is far too shallow a curve. It should be about like that. So it gives an idea, and you can even check other things, like for example the bottle. So this curved bit there, if I move it up, should be the same as the top bit, or the top bit like that. So it's a way to check, and you can see here what he's done is he's done these ellipses just to check for the top of the label. So if we just trace this bit, so that bit should be just accurate for this top section of the label, and then use it again for this bottom section of the label. So you can see the ellipses are accurate. So using a tracing paper is a good way to check, but check it early on, because you don't want to check it after you've done them all and then find out they're wrong and have to rub it all out and start again.